Hi everyone, I'm Becca Dangora, and today I just want to give you an example of how you can use herbs in cooking. Now today I'm going to make a salad because it's really hot and humid here in New England and no one really wants to cook. So I'm going to make a nice salad that is going to be cool when you can eat it, and it'll be refreshing rather than overheating. Today I'm going to make tomato and cucumber salad with basil flowers. Now just to let you know, I didn't have enough basil flowers. I went out to my plants and they didn't have enough flowers at the top. So I am going to add some basil leaves to it to just kind of fill in the void, and also basil leaves taste amazing anyway. So we're going to add those in, as well. So the ingredients for this, and it is a new recipe to me, I'm actually making it for the first time as I'm recording. 2 medium-sized ripe tomatoes, 1 medium cucumber, 1 medium-sized sweet onion such as Vidalia, 3 tablespoons of good quality olive oil, salt and freshly ground pepper. I just have regular ground pepper from the store, and 2 tablespoons of basil flowers, which of course will have some of the leaves added in as well. Just to give some props, my son Noah is doing the videotaping while I'm doing this, so that's why you're getting some comedy as well. So we're going to start, now I already started cutting the tomatoes. They were taking a little while. I didn't want to bore you with the tomato cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of the tomatoes. They do say about 3/4 inch dice, so I get as close as I can to the size that they want. They did say ripe tomatoes, and I was lucky enough to go to the grocery store and find some really ripe tomatoes, so I think these are going to taste great. So I'm going to go ahead and add them to the bowl. Now the next step in this is peeling the cucumber and cutting it lengthwise into quarters and then cutting it into 1/2 inch pieces. Now I already went ahead and started that as well because there was a lot to cut, so I again didn't want to put you through all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and add those in, and then I'll cut the rest of the cucumbers. Go ahead and cut these down a little bit more because they're a little thick. This would be a really great recipe to bring to cookouts or any type of gathering that the families and friends are having over the summer. Maybe even a little picnic that you have, or if you want to bring something cool when you go camping. This would be a really great recipe. Very healthy. Very cool and light. Okay, so then the next ingredient is to cut the onion into 1/2 inch dices, and I went ahead and cut the onion because honestly I didn't want to put you through me crying from the onion cutting. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in as well. And it looks like my bowl might be a little small, so I think I might get a bigger bowl to pour this into. Might be a good idea. A lot bigger, so maybe overkill for a bowl, but hey, it'll at least hold everything. Okay, so now I have the onion in there, and then we basically are going to start tossing this to mix these ingredients first. Has some nice colors going on. Okay, so that's a nice toss. Now we're going to go ahead and drizzle some olive oil over the mixture. Grab a towel really quick. And it's 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm going to go ahead and get 3 tablespoons. It says it to drizzle it over the mixture. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper. Okay, so I'm not really sure how much to put in first, so I'm just going to give some shakes to layer the top. Don't want to make it too salty, but my family really loves pepper, so I don't think that they're going to be upset if I overdo the pepper. I'm going to toss this first. It says to wait for the basil flowers, but I'm going to need to cut up some basil leaves first. So I'm just going to toss this just so I can spread around the salt and pepper. Okay, that's there for now. So I'm going to look at this beautiful colander. My sister made this. She's a, she does pottery, and we use this for our herbs. I think it's a perfect size. Sister, Kendra Dangor, beautiful. Gave her some props. So let's fill in some more of this tablespoon. And again, it's 2 tablespoons. Now I have to tell you that I just recently, well, not recently, last September, I moved into a new place, and this place we actually can grow herbs. We were never able to grow herbs before, so it's all very exciting, and we're trying new recipes with fresh herbs all the time, so it's really great. I absolutely love going outside and seeing the herbs growing, and the basil is just totally out of control, but I love it. It's like a forest of basil. I think I might add a little bit more to this tablespoon. I think it can't ever have enough basil, really. And it's so fresh tasting. I love the taste of basil, and it can be used in so many different recipes. And of course you could put it in a regular salad, just a tossed salad that you usually make, and just add some fresh basil. It gives it a really nice flavor. Okay, so we've got 1 tablespoon going, and see how you have the flowers underneath there. That'll mix in really well. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up another tablespoon. Basil is a wonderful herb. It's really, really good for you. It really helps with the digestive and nervous systems. It helps when you have cramps or an upset stomach. It actually can also help with insomnia, anxiety, depression. It's good to eat to help freshen your breath, which I think we would need after eating a bunch of these onions that are in this recipe. Really, really great herb. You can use the juices from the leaves and put it on a bug bite, so that works in that way as well. You can make a poultice out of basil. People will make teas out of basil. Great tea. So many uses. So you could be as simple as making a salad, or you could go ahead and make a bunch of herbal remedies as well. Okay, I have the 2 tablespoons in there, and I'm going to go ahead and toss it again. try to get the basil all mixed around. This looks great. I think I personally would like to put a little more salt in there, a little more pepper. Not too much salt, but I think it probably could use it since it was mixed around. And then I am going to put some more pepper. We just absolutely love pepper. And it's really good for you too. Black pepper is also very healing. We're going to toss it. And the recipe does say that if it looks like it doesn't have enough moisture in the salad, then it should have a little bit more olive oil. This actually seems to have a lot. If you look in the bottom, I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but there's a lot of liquid in the bottom, so I think that this is fine. I don't think we're going to need more olive oil at all. I think those tomatoes were nice and juicy. So, the next thing you do is, I have to get the other cover out of the cabinet, but you're going to cover it and you're going to put it in the refrigerator, and it has to be in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes to cool it down. They do say longer is even better, especially if you're going to be eating it outdoors for a cookout or anything like that. So basically that's the recipe. I'm going to put it in the fridge and I'm going to eat it a little bit later. I'm going to drink some wine. It'll be a really good combo. I will probably toast some bread and put it on top of the bread. Like I said, crusty bread, eating it with the onion or olives will be great as well. So that's one way that you can use herbs in cooking, and so many other ways, but this is a nice, simple, cool way for the summer, and I hope you enjoy the recipe. Thanks.